Alright, my Bretonnian peasant horde came out to defend their village last night against some invading dark elves. First off, when we rolled for terrain, we rolled for 10 pieces of terrain, and then when determining what they were, one of those pieces of terrain turned into 3 buildings, a special building, and 3 obstacles. So we just had a ton of terrain around the board, some of it with special rules. The only thing that really came into play was that building in the middle, which is an Acropolis of Heroes. So it gives you stubborn within 6 inches of it, and if you're within it, you get to re-roll all your 2-hit rolls. So I'll just say now, I did that once, and the rest of the game I forgot that I could re-roll my 2-hit rolls. so here on the right, this is the Christmas elf themed army. So he's got a Cold One sleigh on the right, bolt thrower on the hill, a Hydra, 20 executioners with a BSB, 20 blackguard with a level 4 caster, 20 spearmen with a level 2 caster. And by the way, the blackguard unit also has an assassin. In the building, he has a bolt thrower, 20 corsairs, 10 crossbows, and then 5 fast cav. So he built this list based on the models he had. He pretty much used every model he had to come up with this many points. So I've got 4 Pegasus Knights on my far left flank, 5 Knights of the Realm with the character. Knights of the Realm have you cannot stand and shoot banner. The character has this thing where he hates anything that shoots, and his unit never has to take a panic test from shooting. 20 archers with banner and musician, 35 men-at-arms with spears, full command, I think 30 men-at-arms. There's a level 4 caster and my BSB. There's a trebuchet behind the spearmen and a trebuchet behind the halberds right there. In the building, I've got 40 men-at-arms with a level 2 caster. My level 2 has Lore of Beast. My level 4 on the left has Lore of Life. Got 20 more archers to the right of that building, and I have another character there, which was a last-minute addition. I made a mistake in my list, and so I needed to fill 90 points. So I took a 60-point character, gave him the Worm Lance, which is you get a flame breath attack once per game, and something else gives him 1 more attack. And then I've got 4 Pegasus Knights on the right. So my thinking was have the Pegasus Knights secure my flanks, and then go take out the bolt throwers, and hopefully towards the end of the game come do some rear flank attacks wherever I need them. So Vanguard movement, move up there, move over here, and we go to Dark Elf turn 1. On the right, his Hydra is looking at my Pegasus Knights. I think he was worried that I was going to charge his chariot, which I think is I would have considered it. Otherwise, he moves up, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. Not sure why I'm showing all these pictures. So his shooting did nothing. There's only 1 wound done in the shooting phase. That was on this unit of Pegasus Knights. And ironically, during the magic phase, there's only 1 wound done, and it was on his own sorcerer because I used the Silver Mirror to dispel something, and it put his Strength 6 hit on him. So I go to my turn. I charge his fast cav, and you see the roll I did for my charge movement. So they fail. Otherwise, I didn't really move much. Took the damsel out of the building and put her with the archers because I don't need her in that fight. And there's no purpose in rushing up. I'm going to get charged real soon anyway. I need some time to whittle some stuff down. Yeah, here on the right, I'm lining up to charge that bolt thrower on my next turn. Over here during magic, I put +2 toughness on this unit because I really think everything he has is going to shoot at him on his turn. A bolt thrower, 20 shots from crossbows, and probably 10 shots from his fast cav. So yeah, +2 toughness on them, and then because it was cast within 12 inches of my level 4, it healed a wound on the 1 model. Then my trebuchets opened up, and 1 rock took out his entire blackguard unit. The level 4s are with 1 wound from his magic phase. His champion passed his lookout sir roll, and other than that, everybody died. And it's a good thing he did, because had he died, that would have killed his assassin as well. So, Dark Elf turn 2. He moves his lone remaining blackguard champion into that building. Otherwise, he moves up over here, as you can see. Charges the building, and it took a while reading the rules on buildings to figure out exactly how that works. But anyway, I'm going to be stubborn 8 re-rollable, so I don't see my guys leaving that building anytime soon. He's going to chop me to bits, but I'm going to get 10 attacks back every time, and I think he's frail enough that it's going to really put a hurting on him. So curious how that's going to turn out. I don't know why he moved his chariot so close to my archers. Obviously because it doesn't fear me. Moved his Hydra up to block the to block my charge on his bolt thrower, which I thought was smart. In the magic phase, I forgot what this thing is, but it's like an orb that comes out of his level 4. It passed through the building, touching 3 men-at-arms, or at least at some point killing 3 men-at-arms, hits my trebuchet, and that auto-fails its initiative test. And I used a feedback scroll, so he had to re-roll all 5 dice and took 2 wounds, but then he made a 6-up ward save. So it only took, he got 1 wound on turn 1, another wound on turn 2, and I came real close to taking his level 4 out of the game. But it wasn't happening. This unit started at 40, they're now down to 26, so they're taking a beating, but they're staying still. Not killing as many executioners as I would like. But turn 2, so on the right, upper right, I take my Pegasus Knights and I fly in front of that bolt thrower, and I do it such that I don't think he can block me again with this Hydra. I charge his chariot, mainly because I have that character in there who's going to have, because that special item, he'll have 4 attacks at strength 6, so I think I have a decent chance of doing some wounds on it. Charge his fast cav, he flees, and this time I catch him, so that was nice for me. And otherwise, I move, as you can see. Now, because he didn't break me in combat, he had to back off 1 inch from those executioners, so we don't have to fight this turn. We're just going to sit there. And what I could have and probably should have done is I could have stepped out of the house and faced the flank of that spearman unit, which would have made it such that I would have had a choice next time to get a flank charge on him, either with these guys or with my unit to the left. And that's what I should have done. But I was really curious how that building fight was going to work out. So just a close-up look there. A trebuchet falling on touches the house and that unit, scattered a little bit, so it killed the champion of the Blackguard unit, thus finally giving me full points for that, and killed a handful of spear elves. And otherwise just killed a few Corsairs through my archers. So in combat I do 2 wounds on the thing, he does 2 wounds on me, I win combat, he holds, so we're going to be sitting there for a while. And we move to Dark Elf turn 3. So this time his Hydra is just angling to get set up for a should I pursue after hitting that bolt thrower, which is kind of a waste, because if I beat it I don't have to pursue, I can just reform. Over here he charges into the building again, but because he's doing it this way, every turn he gets his hatred reroll attack, so that's why he's killing so